Welcome to the September 2023 edition of Corporate Reporting Insights. Now, as has been the case for the last few months, in September, the focus of Corporate Reporting Insights is on sustainability. We start off with two articles on the Greenhouse Gas Protocol. First of all, we look at an overview of the scopes of emissions, so differentiating between Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3. And then we move on to identifying and measuring Scope 1 emissions in 5 steps. We also have an article where we consider and contemplate what mandatory sustainability reporting means for small businesses in Australia. We also explore the recent Treasury recommendations around assurance over sustainability reporting. In the next article, we look at the TCFD recommendations with a focus on the practical implementation of these recommendations. So we discuss modeling. In the next article, we discuss starting out with sustainability, 4 key considerations. And then we also have an article on delivering waste assets while minimizing wasted time. That article has been written by our infrastructure team and explaining the considerations for local government in particular when they look at waste infrastructure across Australia. And then we have an article where we have a showcase or a case study of one of our clients explaining how they've addressed sustainability, and that is Australian Bay Lobsters. If we move to the more traditional IFRS topics, we have an article where we reminding listed entities to do a health check on their operating and financial review. We know that is a focus area of ASIC. Then there's also a reminder to directors of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander registered entities to apply for director identification numbers. Under international developments, we look at business combinations, and actually the intersection between IFRS 3 business combinations, IFRS 16 lease accounting, and IAS 37 provisions. And we ask the question, how does the acquirer in a business combination account for the acquiree's lease restoration provisions? Few tricks there. Then we have an article reminding everybody to be careful when they look at month-to-month leases. Month-to-month leases are not automatically short-term leases and therefore outside the scope of IFRS 16. Month-to-month leases could have a much longer lease term if you look clearly at the requirements of IFRS 16. It's a complex area, difficult to determine lease terms, so please look at that carefully. And then finally, how do we determine the exchange rate when a currency is not exchangeable into another currency? We end this month's Corporate Reporting Insights by providing a number of reminders to useful resources on our BDO Australia website. We also invite you to register for our monthly IFRS and corporate reporting webinars and monthly sustainability webinars. And we also include links to the most recent IFRS and corporate reporting webinar, Increased Complexity when Accounting for Convertible Notes. It's always a showstopper. And our most recent sustainability webinar, the GHG Protocol Measuring Scope 1 Emissions. We do hope that you enjoy reading about all these latest developments and also watching our webinars.